Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am really sorry about my voice. I thought that I was getting better after getting sick, but I honestly think I am getting sick again, so it's unfortunate. But this is my 2024 diary lineup, and I know it seems excessive to have 5 diaries sitting here, but I just like to have my options open. I thought I would take you through each of these diaries and what I am planning to do with them, because some of these are going to function very differently than others. And at this point in time, I don't really know if I'm going to settle on just one of these as my main planner, but the others are going to be incorporated in an interesting way. Looking back on this past year, I did try the Hobonichi system, and it went off the rails for me around the midpoint of the year, so I just decided to stop using the Hobonichi, mostly because it would really bulk up as I put things in it. And I kind of thought the Hobonichi would be better about that. And so I think if I ever went back to the Hobonichi system, I would most certainly do it where it was split into half years, so 6 months and 6 months. But I am currently using one of my Season's Greetings diaries, and so I thought that I would show you one of the Season's Greetings diaries I have that is currently blank. This is the wavy diary from Season's Greetings this year, and I actually have not used this, and it's a shame because it does in fact have the monthly outlook for this year, and I know that some Season's Greetings diaries leave the monthly outlook blank for you to input the days if you don't want to use it that year. But I did want to keep this in the loop, and this can kind of stand in for my EXO Season's Greetings diary, which I am most certainly about to order. They finally announced that EXO was going to actually have a Season's Greetings. I cannot believe this. But I'm definitely going to use that. The question is if I'm just going to use it as a K-pop journal, which is what I have done historically. So this is kind of the layout of the wavy journal. This is super nice though, because even though the monthly is definitely for 2023, the week of is completely blank. And so I'm currently using my NCT 127 planner, and I love that because there have been weeks that I have left blank when like I've been out of town and stuff like that, and I don't feel like I wasted that page. The thing about this is, and the reason why I have never used this planner, is that I don't really think this is very useful. I don't know that I would ever write like this. I don't think it's enough room, first of all, but I also don't know that it's ever a way that I would structure my planner. So I feel like this just maybe isn't that useful to me. So I might just use this as a K-pop planner. I feel like you would have to write your to-do list horizontally, which is just weird. The pictures though are so beautiful. It's unbelievable to me. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do in terms of Season's Greetings other than getting EXOs, but I really want wavies again because their Season's Greetings this year was so beautiful. But this is definitely going to be in my diary lineup. I just don't know how I'm going to use it. I think these are really nice to use as K-pop journals because they actually do take paper and stickers and glue really well. And the bulk doesn't necessarily bother me because I guess the way that the spine is done allows it to breathe and expand really nicely. So I'm definitely going to have one of these in the mix. Next, we have this really cute planner from Dreamy Lights. I recently picked this up in a haul from Roa, and I am really obsessed with it. I initially got this also just as a K-pop journal, and I think I might keep it that way. I really like how small this is. Here's the yearly plan, which is so cute, and I think is really useful. But what I love, the monthly is left blank. This could start at any point in the year. It doesn't have to start in January. And I kind of like having something like this around because it wound up being this year. I did start a new planner system about halfway through the year. So all of the monthlies are at the front, which I feel like is kind of typical for a Korean style diary. And here is the weekly plan, which feels like it's very faint, and I don't know if you can see it that well, but I think it's really cute, and I love the string divider. This is really nice because it's blank, and then at the very back, we do have some checklists and stuff like that, just kind of general planner stuff. But I love this. I really would love to deco on this. I think this is so pretty. But this is one that I'm definitely going to keep open because I feel like if I don't like other diaries that are in my system, this is something that I could very easily shift to if I decide that I don't want to move forward with anything else that I have. So this one I'm going to leave blank for the time being. But this is very much in the style of my current K-pop journal, which is the Thence planner. I've used a planner for my K-pop journal this year, and I have just really enjoyed it. I like the size of this because it's small, but it's not too small, and it's also not that big. So I've really liked it because it was portable. I could take it on the go for more portable journaling, which I really enjoyed. But now that I'm sitting here looking at this is a lot bigger than this. Like, this could easily fit inside. So I don't know. I have felt sometimes frustrated with this journal because I've thought at certain times that I wished it was a little bit bigger, if you know what I'm saying. It is really small. So I don't know now whether this is a good idea to use this as deco. But the issue that I've had with this one, and I think this would be an issue if you just use this as a straightforward diary, is that it really bulked up and hasn't had anywhere to go. It's nice that it had this cover on it, but I don't know that that's really helped it that much. I do think it's kind of supported the spine, but I will do a flip through of all of my K-pop journals here at the end of the year. But I initially got this to use after I filled this one up, and I think at a certain point, probably relatively soon, I'm going to have to retire this because even though there's a lot of pages left, I just don't know that the spine can take much more. But that's initially why I picked up this Dreamy Lights journal. But now looking at them and assessing the size, I think I'm going to leave this to the side and just use this as a proper diary, a proper planner. Next, let's look at my official diaries. These are the diaries that I am really going with. This is going to be my system this year. These are both daily planners, and I picked these up at Flying Tiger Copenhagen. And so I got these actually in Italy. And so these are planners that are actually in Italian, and that's great because I'm currently learning Italian, and I've used Italian planners and calendars before to help me learn the months and the days of the week and stuff like that. So I think this will be really helpful to kind of reinforce vocabulary for me at the same time as being very functional. I really like a daily planner. That's what I've always preferred. And so this smaller one was the one that I initially picked up. This is kind of a handheld. We do have a habit tracker, which is super nice. We also have like objectives for the year, goals for the year, which I think is nice. I don't know that I would ever utilize that. Here's the worst thing about it, and this is the thing that I would say makes this diary not as functional as some of the others that I have on my stack this year. This is the only monthly outlook that we have. We don't have monthly outlooks or a monthly calendar before starting each month in this planner. And I just feel like that's so weird, and that was a weird choice to make, honestly. So we just have this, and I actually don't even necessarily like the way that this is laid out because it just has the days of the week, and then it has the dates of what is going to be that day. So you kind of have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 through 14. You have to go vertically, which I just don't really like, I'll be honest. And so that's the only thing that holds me back about this planner. But here is what a standard day looks like. We do have a ribbon place marker, which I think is really nice, but this is just very blank. And down here, it does highlight the week, and it tells you about the month and then the month ahead. And it also tells you what week it is. Settimana means week. And you can highlight the steps that you've taken. You can highlight your water, what your mood is, and also the weather, which I really, really like. But I also like that this area is basically blank. This is the planner that I am planning on using for YouTube things. So I know I don't post on this channel regularly at all, but I have a booktube channel, and I have always wanted a separate diary basically just for that channel because that's all about books and reading, and I need a place to kind of formulate my thoughts, video ideas, and what I'm thinking about books as I'm reading them. So I think this might in some ways become just a book journal, which would be nice. Something else about this planner is that it puts the weekend on the same page, which is nice. I don't ever have as much to do on the weekend or as much to kind of do as a to-do list. The unfortunate thing is for YouTube, the weekend is really what I have. So I feel like I would be more apt to put a to-do list on the weekend. These were really cheap planners, and that's kind of why I went with them. I think this was €4. But I also really like that it does have this pouch, so we can stick some things in here. In some ways, I wish this was just plain, but in others, I kind of like the stripes. But I feel like with this zipper compartment, I would have the ability to kind of deco this cover, which would be really, really fun. And so maybe I will do that. I feel like I have some things in this color palette. So that is this mini journal, which I think I'm going to say is going to be a book journal. At this point, that's what I hope. Here is the bigger one, which is definitely going to be just day-to-day life and kind of professional life. This is going to be my work agenda. We have the same layout basically as the smaller planner. So this is the habit tracker, the objectives of the year. We have a list of wants. And then again, we run into the same exact issue in this larger planner. This is the monthly outlook. And I just have to wonder about the conception of this diary, because who would want it laid out like this? I don't know. But again, this bigger planner I think was just €7. So this was a really good deal. But this is how their daily outlook looks in this larger planner. Perfect. I love to have a schedule, especially during working hours when you know you need to allot certain times of day to certain tasks that you do all the time. I love having like an objective of the day, a top 5 of the day. And we also have ways to track the weather, your mood, what you're walking, what you're drinking. So I really, really like this, and I think I'm going to love it. The unfortunate thing about these two, though, in my opinion, is that I feel like it already wants to fight me, so I don't think I can add much in the way of deco to this, but I'm still going to. You know, that's what brings me joy in life. But I really, really like this. This is basically, I would say, the Flying Tiger version of the Hobonichi. The best thing about the Hobonichi is that it's blank, and you can basically lay out the Hobonichi in whatever way you want. And so these diaries, you certainly can't, but I personally like that because sometimes deciding the structure takes up a lot of time to me. So I think this is going to work extremely well for me. In fact, I think this will work better for me than some others. But here at the back, we have just some note pages, but we also have like a list of holidays. And so many of these holidays are Italian holidays, which I just really, really love. So that's helpful to me to learn new vocabulary and stuff like that. I just think it's going to be really fun. And again, we have a similar thing with this zipper, and this is the back. I think I'm going to try to deco these covers. I wonder how weird it would look. Maybe I will set that up with y'all. Let me know if you would be interested in that. I feel like I might do it because I think though this is pretty, it feels kind of plain, and I feel like the zipper is super inviting to deco. So these are going to be my main 2 diaries for sure. Last but not least, I did pick up a Dear My Day, and I got this from Darunaru, and I think it is absolutely precious. And frankly, since I got this the other day, it has thrown all of my other plans into just complete disarray because I love it so much. Look at the yearly outlook. Look at the goals that we can have for each month of the year. The month we can start right now, which I am kind of obsessed with, frankly. And then we have this beautiful monthly outlook, our bucket list for the month. We have our goals for January, and then we have January's monthly. Obsessed, obsessed. Here is the layout. And I just love this. I think this is so helpful to have the week highlighted and to have the context of the month for the week that you are currently working on. I got this again thinking, hey, maybe I will use this as a K-pop journal, but I'm going to be honest, I want to use this as a memory keeping journal. I want to use this the way that I've seen other creators use diaries as kind of memory keeping areas. And I also love, love, love when people do the monthly deco. And I feel like that's what I'm going to use this diary for. But here at the back, I mean, look at this. It's just so cute. So there are a lot of blank pages here at the back, and they're all just so cutely designed. I mean, the opportunity for deco is unbelievable. So I sadly feel like I am going to deco in this, but I might use the rest of it kind of as a diary, which I think would be really, really fun and cute, and just kind of write down, here's what I did today. That's what I think my goal is going to be. I want to explore more how people are using these because I think they're just so cute. I think the function of this is really, really nice. I just love the way that it lays open. It's automatically a very functional diary in my opinion. And I love, love, love the silicone cover. Once again, if you wanted to cover this, you could, but I think it's really cute. It also came with all of these really cute deco items. So cards for Valentine's Day, for Christmas, for St. Patrick's Day, I guess. Skater bunny, which is really cute. Happy moments, just some generic stuff. So those are really, really cute, and you can use the back of them for journaling. Then they also gave us a memo pad and a few stickers, which are genuinely precious. So this is the one that I'm really excited about, and it really does make me question my diary setup for the year, quite frankly, because I was really excited about the tiger journals and I felt like they would be perfect, but now this has got me questioning things. So I would love to know down below what your diary system is going to be in 2024, and I would love to know down below what you suggest that I do, how you suggest I use these. But this is definitely my diary lineup for the year, and I am really looking forward to getting started. This is always one of the best parts of starting a new year, is starting a new diary. But that's going to be all from me today. I hope you're all having a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks again for stopping by.